the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman.
And apparently that's bad.
Let's get ready to rumble! You can't handle the truth.
Yes, there is a trans organization that has deemed this song transphobic. What's Barack Obama gonna do? TCMA, which stands for Transcultural Mindfulness Alliance. You gotta love these names. Tweeted out, Aretha Franklin's 1968 song Natural Woman perpetuates multiple harmful anti-trans stereotypes. There is no such thing as a natural woman. Wait, what? There is no such thing as a natural woman. This song has helped inspire harmful acts against transgender women. There's no such thing as a transgender woman. I'm sorry. TCMA is requesting its removal from Spotify and Apple Music. After severe backlash, the group came out to clarify, to set the record straight, and to fact check it was just a parody. They were not meaning that to be taken seriously. That's code for certain members within the liberal elite establishment said, you guys crossed a line. You're not allowed to go after a black female icon like Aretha Franklin. She is one of the chosen, selected by His Pontiff Barachmus Obotamus and the other progressive liberal mindset and intelligentsia in the entertainment community. You cannot go after her. Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Sometimes, yes, sometimes, I wish I were a boy.
Now let's get straight. That was not a parody initially. They were trying to cancel the song Natural Woman, just like they canceled Baby It's Cold Outside at Christmas time, which, by the way, it's not really a Christmas song. It's a winter song. You know, stations could still be playing that, because if you look out the window, unless you're in Florida, or you're in the Keys, or you're in the Caribbean, or Southern California, the Texas-Mexico border, Arizona-Mexico border, it's winter. It's winter. And, but we canceled the song because it's offensive. The Me Too movement just went insane over it, despite the fact that there are literally hundreds of songs that have a similar type theme. The game of quote-unquote chase between a male and a female. There were literally how many movies, especially in the late 50s, 1960s, with that playful type of romp back and forth. The Rock Hudson, Doris Day movies, of course, immediately come to mind. And then kind of a tribute movie to all that came out in the 90s with Renee Zellweger, Down with Love. I mean, that whole form of entertainment was and is of itself a product of its time. And that's the issue. Woke people have got to stop losing their stuff, basing everything on a judgment of presentism. Presentism. You can't judge what was said or done a half a century ago based on how, quote, things are now. The reason being is the obvious. It's different now on some things. And I'm not saying that if at one time it was acceptable within the culture to, quote, boil children alive who talk back to their parents, that we still regard that practice. We're not talking about hyper extremes here. But since the dawn of time, there have been two sexes, male, female. You either have an XX or an XY chromosome. It's really no more complicated than that. And yes, that means natural woman. And I'm sorry that sometimes the truth is an inconvenient obstacle for the woke society, which I understand that for them, facts don't matter. It's only feelings. Well, this is how I feel. And this is the way I feel. And you've got to validate my feelings. And that's all a result of our counsel culture that we have. This constantly, we got to sit down with someone and we have to be counseled on how we feel. You've got so-called experts now running around that obesity is really not a problem. It's genetic. And people can't help it. And this is if you are a doctor and you've put somebody who's morbidly overweight on a restrictive diet, and they come to see you a month later and they haven't lost any weight, and they tell you, but doctor, I'm doing what you told me. And if you as a doctor say something like, really? You are obviously body shaming. No, you're a doctor who's concerned that your patient is going to die. And this putting, obese people now on the cover of magazines, and we're going to celebrate you and your body. We're going to celebrate you. I forget what the name of the behemoth was that, there she was in, I guess, what's supposed to be a bikini and a pair of Converse sneakers that looked like they were ready to bust out at the seams. I'm sorry. Look, I lost over 100 pounds. It took me 3 years to get there. It's work. It's hard work. I feel great. My health is great. I see the doctor every 6 months. The diabetes, gone. What's not to like about taking care of yourself? What's not to like about getting to a place where you feel better and your body is healthy? My body naturally fought off the Rona twice. No love potion number 9, no anything. I take vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc every day. Every day. Occasionally mix in a little elderberry extract just to build up natural immunity. I can tell you there is a benefit to being healthy. And understand that just making fun of someone, quote, because of their weight, yeah, that can be deemed mean, cruel. There are a lot of famous entertainers who were rather on the large side, and that's what launched them into fame. And they were able to laugh at themselves, and they were able to make other people laugh. They were, you don't understand, Louis Anderson was the way he was hiding his pain. Well, he became a millionaire doing it. John Candy to this day makes generations laugh. Now, I wish he had taken better care of himself. He would probably still be here. Because again, the facts, more than feelings, are if you are overweight, obese overweight, you're probably that way because of what you're eating, how you're eating, when you're eating, and you're literally digging your own grave with a knife and a fork. Why is that shaming someone to point that out? And I'm sorry. A group of men who now think they're a woman, to point out that there are some other problems going on here is not phobic, it's reality. It's sanity. And the bottom line is I think most people are to the place where, look, if you're a 45-year-old man and all of a sudden you just decide you can't stay that way anymore, that you have been denied your real self, and You want to literally upend your life by leaving your wife, leaving your children, and going off to discover the female in you. Hey, have at it. I don't understand it. I'm certainly not going to endorse it or promote it, but if that's what you want to do, you do you. Even though there's going to be a lot of fallout and consequences, and you're literally ripping apart and destroying a family doing so. But okay. And the way the most Americans feel, if that's what you want to go do, then go do it. Don't make me embrace it. Don't make me endorse it. And certainly, don't you start shoving it down the throat of kids, indoctrinating them and getting them ready and making them think at age 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 that they need to start taking hormone blockers and they need to have plastic surgery because, yes, there is a thing as a natural woman, and men who give birth, they're not natural. They are a science experiment in the hands of a plastic surgeon. Enough of the nightmare and the madness. We have got to stop letting people who are literally insane dictate to everyone else what we are allowed to watch, listen to, be exposed to. The few do not get to dictate to the masses. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. And there are things that are natural. And a dude with a beard named Larry becoming Veronica, I'm sorry, that's not natural.